you've come to learn some basic navigation skills, and that's great. Because in my mind, knowing how to navigate using a map and a compass is a very important skill to have in the bag. You might ask yourself, why do I need to know this old-fashioned way of navigation? My phone has 4 GPS apps, 9 different compass apps, and 2 apps to show trails and routes. So yes, apart from apparently save a lot of space on your device, your phone could get lost, break, run out of juice, or lose signal. First, let's take a look at the compass. The best compass you can use for this type of navigation is one with a clear base plate to see the map underneath, orienting lines which are parallel lines to line up with the grid in the map, an orienting arrow to box the needle, and a compass housing that can rotate to line up the orienting lines with the grid. It can have other features as a mirror, rulers, loop, measuring units, and declination adjustments, which can be very helpful as well. The compass is split in 360 degrees, where 0 or 360 is north, 90 is east, 180 south, and 270 west, and in between northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest, etc. Now let's look at a map. The best maps to use, in my opinion, are topographic maps. They are very detailed, have grid lines where the vertical lines point towards north. They also have contour lines to show elevation above sea level and will show both natural and man-made features. Plotting a route. To plot a route, you simply just draw lines in the map. I suggest using a pencil, that way you can erase the lines later if needed. Find good spots on the map that are easy to navigate to, like lakes or mountain peaks. Draw a line from your starting point to the nearest spot, then a line from that spot to the next, and so on. Every time 2 lines meet, it's a waypoint. When you have the route plotted, you can start finding the course you need to travel. Put down the compass on the map, line the edge of the compass with the line you drew in the map, rotate the compass housing so that the orienting lines lined up with the vertical grid lines in the map and the orienting arrow is pointing towards north. Now read the bearing at the index line, write it down close to the line in the map with an arrow showing the travel direction, and continue the rest of your route. Following a route. When you have the route plotted in your map, simply take the bearing you want to follow and set the compass to show that bearing. Now you're ready to go. It is very important that you look at the compass frequently to make sure that you are following the right path and not get lost. Even 1 degree off track can result in you getting far away from your destination. When you arrive at your waypoint, read the next course, adjust your compass, and continue. Taking a bearing in the wild. To take a bearing when you are out, you simply point the compass towards the landmark you want to know the bearing to, rotate the compass housing so the red part of the needle, which is also the part that points north, is inside the north arrow in the compass housing. This is called box the needle, and read the bearing at the index line. Finding your position. Now, to find your position, the easiest way in my opinion is to find 2 landmarks that you can easily see in both the map and in real life. Take a bearing to the landmark, just like we talked about before, and insert it in the map. To do that, you lay the compass so the orienting lines follow the grid in the map with the north arrow pointing north, and you draw a line from the landmark. Then you do the same with the other landmark, and where those 2 lines cross, there are you. If you suddenly find yourself without a compass, there's a couple of ways you can navigate anyway. One is by looking at the sun. Now the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, and at noon on the northern hemisphere, when the sun is at its highest, it's in the south. On the southern hemisphere, it's at the north at noon. The other method is looking at the stars. Now this method only works on the northern hemisphere. You need to find the North Star Polaris. The easiest way to do that, in my opinion, is to find the Big Dipper. Look at the 2 stars at the back, then measure 5 times the distance between the 2 stars up. And the star you meet is Polaris, also known as the North Star. That's north. Obviously, these methods aren't as precise as using a compass, but they can help you to get on the right track.